guys, what's up? Spenny from PureGrainAudio. I'm here with Mike, music legend and member of Dream Theater. How you doing today, Mike?
I'm doing good, man. What's up?
Not too much, man. It's very hot outside. I don't know, have you been outside yet?
I was out there before. We sound checked, and I had to like strip down naked because it was so freaking humid. So yeah.
Nice. We're gonna see that tonight on stage.
Very possibly, yeah.
That's good to hear, I guess. Not for me, but yeah, you guys are currently on the 2009 Progressive Nation North America tour. There are 11 days left. What are your thoughts on the tour so far, and how does it compare to last year?
It's been awesome. I mean, last year was a heavier Progressive Nation. Last year we had Opeth in between the Buried and Me and 3. So that was definitely a more metal prog. And then this year with Zappa, Big Elephant, Scale of the Summit, it's a little more proggy prog. So, you know, but it just goes to show that there's so many different sides to progressive music, that it can range from Opeth to Zappa. And, you know, it's been a good tour, though.
Nice, nice. So you guys are playing LA before you head off to Helsinki to play the European leg of the tour. Is there anything special planned for this time off? Or, yeah.
It's only a couple weeks. We're going to see our long-lost families. We all have wives and kids and stuff that don't get to spend nearly enough time with us. And we've spent this entire summer on tour, so we'll get to see them for about 2 weeks before the European tour starts.
In all of your travels and experiences, how do fans compare from one continent to another?
They're completely different, actually. We can even feel a difference between America and Canada. You know, we were in America the previous 2 weeks before getting up here, and the American audiences, I mean, you know, we love them. We're an American band, but they're a lot more reserved. As soon as we got up here, Quebec, Montreal, and I anticipate tonight in Toronto being the same, are a lot more energetic, active, louder. The same as if you go south of the border, you know, down to Mexico. The Mexican crowds are crazy. And then, you know, when you get over to Europe, every country over there is different from the next. You know, the audience in Holland can be kind of mellow, and then you cross the border into Germany and they're crazy, and Italy is crazy. They're different everywhere. Australia is mellow, Japan is mellow, South America is insane. So everywhere you go, it's a very, very different vibe.
Nice. Is there any place that you prefer to play over others?
I prefer the crazier the better.
Yeah?
So yeah, I mean, like the last gig in Montreal was one of my favorites of the tour because they were really insanely like loud and passionate. I definitely would take that any day over the more mellow kind of just watching audience. Nice.
Okay, well, let's talk about your 10th and latest disc, Black Clouds and Silver Linings. It dropped June 23rd, and it debuted at number 6 on the Billboard Top 200, and it's been rave reviews. Like, clearly it's seen immediate success. How do you guys feel about it?
It sucks. We want it to be, and the album sucks, and number 6 sucks. We want it to really be number 3, actually.
Okay.
So we're very, very disappointed on both levels.
You can bronze the CD and get it.
What can I say? The album is awesome. We wouldn't have released it if we weren't happy with it.
Yeah.
And the response has been awesome. Our fans are great. They've stuck with us for over 20 years, and they
Nice.
keep us alive.
Yeah. Okay, well, tell me about the writing process. Is it any different from like 10 albums ago?
No, not at all. The writing process is exactly the same as it was 25 years ago when we formed. I mean, we kind of just get together, we play as a band, we collaborate, we jam, and music comes first. It's always instrumental first. So the process is exactly the same, you know.
Well, with so many songs under your belt, how do you decide on your set list?
I basically spend countless hours making myself crazy over that very question. Each and every tour, I try to bring different songs out. So before a tour starts, I'll look at our catalog and I'll pick a few songs from each album that haven't been played on the previous tours. I'll send out a master list to the guys to learn, and then each and every show I write a different set list. So before tonight's show in Toronto, I looked at what we played here on the last tour and the tour before that, and I write a set list that's completely different with all different songs from the previous time through a city.
Nice. Oh, so you change it city
Every
to
day.
city?
Yeah.
Wow. Like, how do you like keep up with it then?
everybody's got to, you know, stay on top of their game, man. Everyone has to stay on their toes.
I guess so. I mean, that's intense.
And not only the band, but our lighting director, our video director, they have to have everything programmed and ready to go at any given time.
Wow. But you decide all this before you go out on tour, right?
Well, like I said, I'll write up a master song list of 50 songs that I'll send to the band and crew, and then from night to night I write a different set list and email it to the guys, you know, a day or two in advance.
Wow. That's intense, man. Okay, well, your new album has, I guess, more of a gothic feel to it, and the lyrics are so, like, they're really deep and emotive and personal. What incented you guys to tread these waters?
I don't know. I think it's easier to write about heavy shit than it is to write about happy stuff, you know. I think when you're writing heavy riffs and, you know, dark, heavy music, you know, you're not going to be writing about clouds and rainbows. I mean, well, I guess Dio does, but other than Dio, you know, for us, it seems like it's a natural thing to write about. And, you know, most of our albums, but this one in particular, we wrote about some heavy subjects, but in all cases, you know, they always have kind of a optimistic twist to them. That's kind of what the album title is about.
Now, what's really amazing is next year, in 2010, it's going to be your 25th anniversary as a band. That's like longer than most marriages. How do you guys do it?
That's true. It is longer than most marriages.
These days, anyways.
And, yeah, it's pretty amazing. How do we do it? We do it because we've got a great fan base that keeps growing. It's not like we're on the downslide and, you know, our peak is behind us. We're still peaking. We're still getting, you know, bigger each and every time. And how do we do it internally? We, you know, I guess we've been together a long time. We know that. We know how to deal with each other. We used to fight like cats and dogs in the early days. We'd bicker and fight over everything. But, you know, I guess as we've grown older, we've mellowed out and everybody kind of knows each other's place and each other's quirks, and we kind of just, you know, just go easy, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, people talk about growing up and stuff, like you were just saying, like, you've kind of mellowed out. But I see you guys still like to rock the different colored beards.
I do, yeah.
That's awesome, man. Do you think I should do it?
I think you should.
Yeah, I think I'm going to, too. Okay, well, after, like, these 25, like, to celebrate the 25 years, you guys going to do anything special, or?
No, we did a whole big 20th anniversary tour back in 2005, and... you know, we're still recovering from that. So 25th anniversary will just be another tour. Nothing special.
Well, I wish you the best of luck tonight. Thank you.
Thanks,
this
man.
has been huge.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Epic. Check out the new album, guys. Dream Theater. Mike Portnoy.
Legend.